All right, so we're going to start off. John said you guys were really an intelligent crowd. So all I want you to do is raise your hand and high five the person on your left. Do it now. Okay. Let's try that. Open up your hands like this. Close them. Open them. Close them. Make a circle with your index finger and your thumb and put that circle on your chin. Go. Turn to the person next to you and ask them where their chin is. I believe that people live life like they play games. So we're going to play a game. Everybody stand up. This is going to take literally 90 seconds. You can sit right back down in a second. The name of the game is Simon Says. Who's ever played Simon Says? Okay, great. The name of the game is Simon Says. This is how it's going to work. When I say anything I say after Simon Says, you need to do. If you don't do it, you sit down. If I say something and you do it without me saying Simon Says, you have to sit down, okay? Fair? Simon Says begins now. Simon Says, touch your head. Put it down. Okay, those of you who put your hands down, put it down. Simon Says, put your hands on your hips. Simon Says, say, ooh, baby. Okay, Robert, Simon Says, turn around. Thank you. If you're not turning around, please have a seat. Because you lost. Because if you remember, I said, Robert, Simon Says, turn around. And he's the only person in the room who has turned around. So, oh, there's one more back there. Okay, so have a seat. You guys all lost. You didn't turn around. Did you turn around full circle? Okay, great. Have a seat anyway. All right, there, you lost. Game's not over. I didn't say Simon Says. What's your name back there? Kristen, you and Robert are the winners. Give yourselves a round of applause. Okay. Was that just a silly banter of fun stuff? Absolutely. Was that tricky? Absolutely. But let's bring out a couple of things. So who in the room, when I said, well, we're going to play a game, Simon Says, who in the room, you don't have to raise your hand, but let me just ask you, how many of you are like, oh, you got to be kidding. This is just stupid. We're adults. We don't play games. If you're so bold to actually let me know, just kind of, I saw the looks, like, what the hell is this crap this guy's doing? So this is something, so I'm going to draw a line. And we're going to say there were certain people in the room who decided at the beginning of the game they weren't going to play. Okay? So that's one stage. Now, let me ask you this. How many of you, when you went through it, when I said, Robert, how many did this? How many of you, like when I said, okay, Simon, set your head, put your hand down. How many of you did this? Right? Okay, cool. So you cheated. You cheated. Okay, you cheated. How many of you, when I totally had the game rigged, I knew I was going to knock out 90% of you. Like when I tell people I'm going to play Simon Says with their audience, they're like, what in the world? That's so stupid. So amazing. Blah, 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 blah. Well, first of all, loser, it's not. Second of all, I know it's going to be over within 45 seconds, 9 out of 10 times. Now, usually I'd give you more time. I'd say, okay, come on, we'll do it one more time. But let me ask you this question. How many of you, when I got the whole room, you went, that wasn't, that wasn't fair. Right? Oh, even better. How many of you, when I did that, you looked around and was like, well, at least everybody else got knocked at the same time. Right? I justified my losership. Right, I know. Okay, cool. So, not fair. And I justified why I lost. Oh, yeah, the not fair part. So, how many of you either A, were following somebody by you, so you followed their lead because they went like this, so you done like this, and then you're like, oh, it was him or her. So you blamed them, okay? Nobody in the room, obviously, right? So you blamed others. And then the last one there is I justified, I cheated, I didn't want to play. What else? What else might have, was there any, like, just, I'll take one thing, like one thing just popped up that isn't on those four things. That, who was like, let's play again? Yeah, about 5% of the room, kind of 95-5. Okay, so we're going to call this, by the way, this is exactly, if I was trying to think about, like, how would I demonstrate to my kids life? Because right now we're just playing little games, we're doing stuff in the house, and how they behave there is a reflection of how they're going to handle life.